Thanks for joining us for Understanding Real Estate with Realtor Becky Cobb of West Cobb Alliance, part of the ReeceNichols Real Estate Group in Neosho.
Good morning, this is Becky Cobb with West Cobb Alliance, and this is Understanding Real Estate. Today, I have as my special guest, Randy Beaver with Custom Inspections. He's a great home inspector for the area. And Randy, we want to visit with you a little bit today about some of the biggest problems you see when you go to inspect a home, something that maybe a homeowner could have already taken care of. It's a maintenance issue. What are some of the things that you're seeing?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And probably the most important area of a home is if you have a crawl space underneath the home, to have it checked at least twice a year. There is so much that can go on in a crawl space undetected and needs to be checked. There's just so much that can go on under there that is important. You may not have any problems at all, or you might have surprises, and that's what we don't want to find, is surprises.
That's exactly right. And crawl spaces are important. I can back you up on that. Good morning, this is Becky Cobb with Understanding Real Estate, and I've got Randy Beaver with me with Custom Inspections. We were talking with Randy yesterday. He mentioned crawl spaces are something that we need to take a little more consideration of when we have a crawl space. So Randy, what's one of the biggest problems you do find when you're inspecting a crawl space?
Normally, it's going to be moisture related. And this year in particular, with all the rains we've had, I've found so many sump pumps not working, and that can directly affect the structure. As far as when you get into moisture, you get mold, you get all the negatives. They attract insects from, as far as it just greatly affect the home in various ways. So that, especially this year, has been the number one problem with crawl spaces.
And so people need to make sure that they've got that sump pump actually plugged in and turned on. It's not going to do you any good.
Correct.
Yeah. And I'm aware of that. I've seen that too. So guys, check your sump pumps. Make sure they're actually working. Good morning, this is Becky Cobb with Understanding Real Estate. Randy Beaver with Custom Inspections is with us today. And Randy has been doing inspections for over 20 years. He has a great system. And Randy, would you let us know, when you go into a home to check it out, what are the systems that you are checking out? What do you look for?
The general home inspection covers from the foundation to the roof and everything in between in regards to electrical, plumbing, heating and air, insulation, ventilation. Those are kind of the key components. And as far as when we do find anything that's questionable or needs attention, how we explain it, and using our background of knowledge on repairing the different ways you can repair it and explaining it in a way that the buyer understands is really important, as far as helping them find their comfort level with the home to make sure it is the right fit for them.
And are you willing to maybe review that report with them and sit down and talk to them about it?
Yes, I'm always open to go into detail about anything within the report to explain it further.
Okay, and I always appreciate that, because if you have questions when you have a home inspection, talk with your home inspector. They need to explain it to you. And if they can't, maybe you need to get another home inspector. I don't know. So. Good morning, this is Becky Cobb with Understanding Real Estate. Randy Beaver is here again, and he's with Custom Inspections. He inspects homes all over the area and does a great job. So Randy has talked a little bit about crawl spaces, but he also told me that one of the biggest problem areas can be the attic. So Randy, what do you find up in those attics?
Probably the biggest problem in the attic is going to be proper ventilation. The lack of proper ventilation can lead to moisture issues, to mildew growth. Excess heat can cause shingles to, as far as break down faster and shorten the life of them. So ventilation is definitely important and key to keeping the attic, the house, and everything as far as beneath the attic area in good condition.
Okay, so check your ventilation, and stay tuned for more. We're not done with this subject yet. Good morning, it's Becky Cobb with Understanding Real Estate. Randy Beaver's with me with Custom Inspections. Yesterday, Randy was telling us that one of the biggest problems with our attics is not enough ventilation. So, Randy, we have a ventilation problem in our attic. How do we get that resolved?
Normally, you can add ventilation several different ways. Some roof lines allow less opportunities or ways to ventilate because of the design, but normally there is ways. Sometimes you have to get resourceful, but there is ways to get more ventilation in that attic to where it is doing its job as far as protecting the house.
So should we consult with a roofer or a contractor? Who would you recommend that somebody go to get assistance with that?
Normally, a roof contractor is aware of the ventilation needs for most roofs, but sometimes it has to go a little farther, and you may have to talk to an insulation expert. So it all kind of relates as far as the ventilation part.
Okay. Thank you so much, Randy. We appreciate you being with us today. And hey, guys, I'm going to try to get him to stick around for probably another week or so.
If you would like to know more about understanding real estate, you may contact Becky Cobb at 417-592-3245 of the West Cobb Alliance, your realtors for life. Find out more on the web at neosho.homes.